Good afternoon, South Florida members and associates. I hope this message finds you well. I hope you had a great season, and we are smack dab in the middle of hiring season now. So it is heating up. There are many jobs posted on pga.org, and there are many executive searches underway, and I'm sure there'll be many more in the coming months. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to really walk through a brief refresher course on job search, resumes, interviewing, and negotiation, just to remind you of some really good tips to keep in mind. So with regard to job search, I think the most important thing to remember is, what are your career goals? So this is a great opportunity for you to sit down, really reflect on your past experiences and your skill set, and look forward to what are your 3 and 5 year goals. And as you're looking for a new position, does this opportunity align with those goals? So we don't want you just applying for everything. It really needs to marry up with what your long-term goals are. So really putting together a comprehensive career plan is important. And again, any of the career consultants, and including myself, are here to help you. Research the position. Before you just throw your resume in the portal, does this move set you up for long-term success, or does it position you for the next step beyond that? Again, that's going back to aligning with your career goals. Research the facility and the position. Call your career consultant, reach out to your executive director, in this case, Jeff or Meredith, and really learn more about what is happening at the facility. So what is the club culture? Why is the position open? What is the employment history of the facility? What is the compensation range for the role? Who is the decision maker? Who will you report to, which is very important. What are the keys to success for this position? And do your skills and experience align with what the employer is looking for? And also, what is your network saying about the facility and the position? So these are all things to keep in mind when you're considering making a move or you're looking for your next opportunity. With regards to your resume, we really want to make sure you refresh with a new format or a template. You can search on Google and Etsy for some great ideas. We don't want to use old looking templates, right? You want to make sure that it's really fresh and new. There's some color, and even graphics are acceptable these days. We want to ensure that you tailor your cover letter and your resume to align with the keys to success that the employer is looking for and has highlighted in their posting. This is really important because once your resume is reviewed by the committee or the hiring manager, they spend about 7 seconds really looking for those key words that they've put in their posting and that you should have in your resume, so that they immediately see that and put your resume in the good pile. We really want to remind you that your bullet points need to reflect measurable results that you produced in your positions of employment. And that means using as many numbers as you possibly can. So what was the percentage of increase that you facilitated with regards to participation in events? Did you grow sales in the golf shop? Were you able to cut costs somehow? What were your labor costs? Were you able to control those accurately? Those are things that are really important that show your value to a hiring manager. If you are not a good writer, hiring a professional resume writer is an investment that you will not regret. I know it's expensive, but once you have it done the first time, you can make really minor tweaks to your resume, and again, tailoring that to the employer's needs. At the very least, send your resume to one of the PGA career consultants who are certified resume writers for review and suggestions. I am one of those. Because we are so busy right now, I'm probably going to push that off on one of my colleagues in the north while they're in season and not so busy, but they are certified and they can give you some great recommendations. With regards to interviewing, Please ensure that you have a professional headshot on your computer. This is not a photo that your friend or your spouse takes on their iPhone. You need to invest in yourself, invest in your brand. It's a great way to present yourself. It's really the only way to present yourself in a professional manner. And hire a professional photographer. Again, this is an investment you will not regret. Practice, practice, practice. You have to practice interviewing and answering questions. I have a great list of probably 300 questions that you can review. Feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to send those to you. You wouldn't play in the PGA Championship or a section event without playing a practice round. So I'm not sure why you would interview for a really important career move without practicing. So that's a little bit of a way for you to look at practicing for an interview. It's just like playing a practice round for a very important tournament. Have 10 to 15 good questions for the committee or the hiring manager. This is really important. It shows that you've done your research. It shows that you're engaged in this process and that you're very interested in the role. Anyone who at the end of an interview says they don't have any questions usually doesn't get the job. So you really want to make sure, again, that you go back and do your research, you pay attention and know your audience and hear what they're saying during the interview process. And it's very acceptable to have a notebook and a pen on hand and jotting down some questions as you go along as well. Do not talk about compensation during the interview process. You want to make sure that if you are the professional that they want to hire, that you receive an offer letter in writing and that you have time to review it, talk about it with your family, with your mentors, with myself, with Jeff Lofstad, and let's make sure that that's the time for negotiation. So as we move into negotiation, you certainly want to request a compensation report from myself or another career consultant in that respective section. You need to know what that acceptable range is. We want to make sure that you're being paid at least market value, and that it is an increase from where you are right now. Jeff and I have had tremendous success elevating compensation within our section, and that's being involved and helping you negotiate and advising the club on what is market value. So please reach out and get a compensation report for us so you have the data points to share with the employer. Do not get hung up on base salary. Look for other incremental income streams. There are various ways to gain additional income, whether it's through lessons, signing bonuses. We can help you with that. We have a tremendous list of other ways that you can negotiate income. Make it a win-win situation. You want to make sure that you're going into this role in a positive light. You want them to know that you're really interested in their success as much as your own success. So you want to make sure, again, that you position it where it's a win-win situation. You're not going to get everything that you want, and neither are they. So that's some great advice. And then one of the things that I feel is really important in this offer letter is to ensure you have a severance package outlined should you or the facility decide to separate. Normally, this is 1 week of salary for every year of employment served, plus health benefits for a period of time so that we can help you transition into something different. So I hope this information is helpful for you. Again, I'm here to help you in any way that you need, and I hope you have a great summer and enjoy some time off. So thank you.